2 more breaths. Then at the tail of this exhale, you can begin to retraction, retread the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the toes in. Breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of this exercise. Organic movements, pedal it out, stepping into each heel, bending into opposite knee. Find what feels natural here. Shake out the head or sway the hips, or find cobra in the spine, pressing firmly into the palms, drawing the heart closer to the thighs. Stay connected and flow with the movement. Then on this next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise onto the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, we walk forward to the top of the mat. Then fold, Uttanasana, ragdoll variation. Reach for opposite elbows, surrender the weight of the crown. Option to maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in the knees. Allow the torso to sway to the right, to the left, to the breeze and rhythm of your ends, then out. Stay here. Or option across the forearms at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you, for 2 more breaths. Then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering the fingertips to the earth, hollow out the belly. Then on this next breath in, begin to unravel the spine, one vertebra at a time, to equal standing mountain pose. Let's find our roots here, connected at the sole, distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. And on this next inhale, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Exhale to spread the wings and hinge forward, then fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lift up halfway flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right toes to the back of the mat, runner's lunge, and let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole of the left foot, left knee, left heel, vertical straight line. Fully engage the right leg as you plant the right palm, contract, twist, and reach open to the left. Revolved 8, crescent moon, A. Then on this next inhale, the left palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle, heart open. Exhale to dial the palm forward for runner's lunge, then plant the right palm as you step the left heel back and stack it, side plank to the left. Extend the left palm to a 12 o'clock position. Now, if the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, you may stagger the feet for balance or come down to the length of shin. As long as the core is active and the hips are elevated, your side plank is good. Breathe in. Then on the exhale, we're going to float the left palm down to a plank position, top of a push-up, firm line. Hips, heels, crown, look forward. Press firm to get the most rise, breathe deep. And on the exhale, slow motion, how slow can you ground the heart? Untucking the toes, leaving the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor, baby cobra. Exhale to ground, soften. 2 more, lift up and breathe, baby cobra. This time, removing pressure from the fingertips, using the strength of the small back to lift up. Exhale to ground. 1 more just like this time rising onto the fingertips, walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next inhale, either halfway lift, baby cobra, or if you have full cobra available to you this evening, extend the arms completely and keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Exhale to ground. Retread the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back, tuck the toes, engage the core. And on this next inhale, press up a firm line of energy, Kumbhakasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. For 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or jump to the top of your mat, then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, hollow out the belly, palms reach out, and let's lift the vibration. Palms touch, lengthen. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye and bow forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the palms and step the left toes to the back of the mat. Anjaneyasana, let's find the foundation as we root down through the left toes, maintaining a solid vertical base. It is from this base we will construct a myriad of cosmic expressions, planting the left palm, contracting, twisting, and reaching open to the right. Parivrita Ashtha Chandrasana A. Then on this next inhale, the right palm's gonna dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to swing this palm like a Ferris wheel forward, runner's lunge, plant the left palm, step the right heel back and stack it, side plank on the right hand side. One more slow side body breath, breathe in. Exhale, lower the right palm back down to plank. Challenge here to draw in, drag in, sip in the longest, slowest, deepest breath of this day. And on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga, untucking the toes, pressing upward facing dog, legs active, knees hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. This set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer a bunch. Challenge yourself and take them all or skip them as necessary. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat, then fold forward. Inhale to salute the sun, palms reach out this time. This time, interlacing the thumbs, create resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears, melt the shoulders away from the ears, breathe in slow, deep, full. Exhale to flurry forward and fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, vinyasa, plant the palms, step or jump back to low plank and flow. One breath, inhale, upward facing dog. Per one breath, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's check in with our down dog this evening by shortening the stance. Walk the palms toward the toes, far enough to make heel to earth contact, like an inverted V. And for the next 3 breaths, explore the space beneath the skin and connect to the body mind. Look, listen, feel. What does it speak to you? And then from this space, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep, hover the palms, and on this inhale, reach the palms overhead, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale to sink, squeeze, and breathe in. We are compressing organs, activating metabolism, and stimulating digestion. On this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze more firmly? And breathe in. And exhale to dive forward and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward back to your regular downward facing dog. Sun salutation B. Tilt the hips back. This next inhale extends the right heel high, 3-legged down dog, first 3 breaths. Press through the heel, rotating the forefoot toward the mat. Lengthen, strengthen, Sharpen. Next 2 breaths, bend the right knee, rotate the hip, right over left. Maintain equal pressure into the palms. Then breathe in. Extend the right heel, point the toes. Engage, exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, freeze, clench the core. Inhale to swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, and step forward, runner's lunge. Prepare the foundation, engage the center, and then give rise, crescent warrior. Each inhale expanding as prana floats. Each exhale revising, settling the foundation, connecting to the deep strength, the deepest strength, the ability to lift yourself. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze more firmly, then bring the hands together, happening in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the heart and twist over to the right. So left elbow anchors firmly to the outside of the right knee. Keep awareness to the navel to engage deeper. Just the elevated 45 degrees up to the right. Stay connected. Then at the bottom of this exhale, reach forward, lift up, crescent warrior. And listen carefully on the exhale, we're gonna rotate the left heel down and open up into warrior 2. Hips open, right knee stays in a straight line over the forward facing toes. If for any reason your knee is tilted inward or off kilter, take the right sit bone, pull it inward as it presses the left one away, then lunge forward, and you'll notice a clean line of energy from the heel to the arch of the left foot. Turn the right palm and reach up, peaceful warrior, side body stretch. And on the exhale, we're gonna cartwheel the palms down, frame by frame, left palm rotates forward, lift the left toes, drop into runner's lunge, then step the right heel back three-legged. As you descend halfway chaturanga, then the toes follow and float you through this three-legged vinyasa. 1 breath per 1 action back to downward facing dog. DFD, side B. Yeah, you know me. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Second verse, just like the first. First 3 breaths, find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bend the left knee, rotate the hip, left over right. Breathe in, extend the left heel, point the toes, prepare. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, frozen. Inhale to swing the left heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee toward your nose, curl, shift forward, and step on through. Runner's lunge. Engage, prepare, and then ascend. Ashtha Chandrasana. Stay fierce, stay focused. And this next inhale reaches you even greater, squeeze firm, and bring the hands back together, happening in tres, dos, uno. Breathe in, exhale, thumbs to heart, and twist to the left, right elbow. Anchors to the outside of the left knee. Twisting, turning, torquing. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, reach forward, lift up. And on the exhale, open up, warrior 2. Rotate the left palm and reach up, Priparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, we're going to rainbow the palms down, articulate for this vinyasa. Step the left heel back and flow. One breath per one action. Back to downward facing dog. All right, friends, we're going to repeat this sequence again. This sun B, this time one breath. This time one movement. This time one breath per one movement. Here we flow. Shift the gaze forward. Please bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat, then fold. As you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep. Sink the hips, hover the palms. Then breathe up and lift into chair. Exhale to sink, squeeze, then breathe in. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha. Exhale, Vinyasa, plant the palms. Step or jump back and flow with the movement. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge. Inhale to give rise, crescent warrior. Exhale to open up into warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, vinyasa. Step back. Next inhale, extends the left heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step on through Anjaneyasana. Inhale, Ashta Chandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Priparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, Vinyasa. Flow. Downward facing dog. Let's take a short break here, friends. Child's pose. Balasana. Seal the base of the thighs to the heels. Extend the palms forward. Let the third eye rest or reach the palms left open to receive behind you. Or come seated to heels like a thunderbolt. Vajrasana. New friends, old friends. I speak each level in this class. Option to follow each cue carefully. Option to listen to it speaks to you. Option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you. I'm happy to be a messenger along your road paved with yellow bricks. If at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath, proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Shift forward, please. Downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position, solid, firm breath, breathe. Exhale, slow motion, ground the heart for Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart. Forearms remain parallel, elbows an inch in front of the shoulders, forefoot active into the mat, knees hover. So we saluted the sun. We established the foundation. But thou shalt not pass the core. The core is the source of your physical power. Tuck the toes in, engage the core, and extend the hips up in a firm line. Forearm plank, 60 counts. I'll count it off. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage. Nice work. Ground the heart. Let's lower the chin to the mat. Keep the forefoot active, knees hover. And take the palms to the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers, press the palms firm. And then drag the fists over the tailbone for this locust expression, hovering the forefoot. Dare to breathe. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. One more inhale lifts you even greater. Exhale, carefully unbind and disengage. Retread the palms beneath the shoulders, elbows back in, then press the hips up to the heels for Vajrasana, Thunderbolt. An alternative rest to child's pose, seated to heels. Sit up straight, shoulders back, cup the palms, core active always ever in here, out there, but especially out there and in here. Shift the hips over to either side, then extend the legs forward for Dandasana, staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back, distribute evenly along the base. Even seated, we still distribute with deliberation. Reach the palms forward, keep the arms plugged in. Then from here, we're gonna hover the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling, point the toes, draw the shoulders back. Keep the neck long, Navasana boat. Inhale. Exhale, lower to a hover freeze without pinning the shoulders, without tapping the heels. Breathe out, and then lift up, breathe in, high boat. Exhale, low boat, hover, freeze and chill, wait. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat, 3. With 2 more. Here we flow, breathe up. Number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Now, friends, on this last one, how many fibers can you activate? How slowly can you articulate this high boat expression? Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, lower to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kicks, 7, 6, or find angels in the carpet. Free falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, then 1. Disengage. All right. Let's keep the arms long along the side body, palms face down. Let's practice one more core exercise for this practice. Press through the heels, big toes together to touch. Then on this inhale, legs come up the wall pose. Now, see imprinting your intention on the universe, soul to sky. Breathe in. Exhale, lower 1/3 of the way. Then breathe. Exhale, lower 2/3 of the way, styling and profiling. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the heels to a hover without tapping. Express the lungs and inhale, legs come up the wall. Exhale, lower 1/3. Inhale. Exhale, 2/3. Inhale here. Exhale, lower to a hover. One more round, friends. You got this. Keep crushing. Inhale. Legs up the wall pose. Exhale, lower 1/3. Breathe in. Exhale, 2/3. One more. Inhale here. Exhale, lower to a hover for 5. Point the toes. 4, lift the shoulders. 3, Pilates pumps. 2, and 1. And disengage. Left hand finds the heart. Right hand finds the belly. Bend the knees and walk them towards center. Walk the heels towards center and sway the knees to and from. Reconnect. Next challenge. We're going to traction the palms to the base of the thighs. Then begin to start rocking and rolling your frame up and down the length of the mat until one of 3 easy seats going to serve, or gain enough momentum to roll to equal standing mountain, or maybe roll through to chaturanga and take a vinyasa. All levels means choose your own adventure. And then we will all meet standing center of the mat. And then as we transition from segment to segment, we reestablish the base. So show a strong, sturdy mountain. And then from here, reverse swan dive, palms reach up. This time, pinkies in, thumbs out, and let's sink the hips like chair, right? Setting up for Garudasana, which is eagle, by actively eagle wrapping the arm, swinging the left arm underneath the right tricep, crossing at the forearms and shimmying the palms together. Get low, find the center, then rise onto the left toes, and then lift the heel high over the right thigh as you begin to eagle wrap the legs, aiming the left toes toward behind the ankle. That's not quite my practice, that's okay. So get low, find the center, squeeze everything toward the midline, then extend the elbows up to the shoulders. Stay focused. Tune out so that you can tune in. 2 more breaths. At the bottom of this exhale, carefully unwind and step to the left. Whew. Side B from mountain. Reverse swan dive, palms reach up. Pinkies in, thumbs out, and sink, Utkatasana. And we're going to eagle wrap the right arm underneath the left. Get low. Then rise into the right toes and carefully raise the right heel over the left thigh for eagle. Now, find a drishti, a point of focus, so that you can tune out and tune in. And one side may be unlike the other. And remember, my friends, failure is always an option because failure is always informative. 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this breath, carefully unwind and step to the right. All right, step to the center of the mat again. And for this next part, let's step the feet mat width distance apart. This heels in, toes out. Raise the heart, squeeze the navel in, and raise the palms overhead. And on the exhale, press the palms, and let's sink Malasana Yogi Squat. Elbows to the knees if this is new school. But if we're old friends, drop the base, press the palms firm, anchoring each elbow to the inside of its respective knee. It's a standing posture, so the hips are low, but the spine is elongated and the crown elevated. And then from here, let's just hover the palms in front of your body and just draw awareness to where your center sends you. And on the exhale, let's lower the palms to the earth and then sweep the inhale in and lift the hips up. As we're folding forward, begin to heel toe the big toes together to touch. And then we're going to come back down seated to the heels, but with the knees apart and balancing on the toes. So you can use this opportunity to work on balance, but if a few of you out there are ready for Bakasana, which is crow, I'll cue for crow. So you want to take your talons, these things right here, because we're doing bird stuff, and then reach them forward about at a 45-degree angle, and then squeeze the center mid. That's the most important thing ever. And then hike the knees up behind the triceps, leave them here, stay here, lean forward, or begin to lift one set of toes, and then maybe the opposite set of toes for crow, or maybe pressing up into Urdhva Vrikshasana, handstand. It's just practice, friends. Only inhales, only exhales. 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, you can jump back to Chaturanga and make your way through a vinyasa back home to downward facing dog. So we've reached the main course of the daily bread. Here we flow. Next inhale, extend the right heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid and firm. Dial the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot like a tightrope. Crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand? And fan, open, warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 points of light in this constellation. Number 1 is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. For number 2, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge parallel or slightly inner rotated. Number 3, shoulders and hips are squared toward the monitor. Number 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated to its fullest expression, drishti flowing just past the right middle finger. Turn the palm, reach up, peaceful warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep lunge. Inhale. Exhale to spin the palms to a 12 and 6 position. Extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the forearm to the inside of the right ankle. Extending the south paw to a 12 o'clock position. Noon or midnight matters less, unless you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree variation, or even a bind behind the spine, or bird of paradise. Side angle is the peak posture for this exercise, which means we're here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and binds, you're in a time zone of your own. Side angles, hang in there. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath within. Always stay for the breath without. It's at the bottom of the hail that we lift the arms back up to warrior 2. Exhale, side out. Then lengthen through the right leg, shift the hips back. Arms stay parallel, setting up for Trikonasana triangle. Surf the upper half forward, and then dial the hands back into a vertical line. Take up space. Imagine you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Stay connected and be the observer and not the actor. 1 more cycle of breath. And then at the bottom of this exhale, lift the palms back up to a T and spin the heels over here to the left for 5 points of light. Uttita Tadasana, a 5-pointed star. Aim both feet forward, lateral edges parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine. Take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates. Then seal the Gyan Mudra. As you spread the wings wide, press the heart forward, squeeze the center middle, breathe deep. And on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita, Padottanasana. Interlace the fingers to the base of the spine. Press the palms north to the crown. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Perhaps over time, experimenting heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to the mat. Stay connected and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position. 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this breath, carefully release the bind, lowering both palms to the floor, connecting the thumbs in a straight line. Stay low. Hover the palms an inch. Then spread the wings a mile. And on this inhale, we flare open to our 5 points of light. And the good people said, woo! Breathe in. And spin the right heel to the front of the house. And without seam, step into warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, windmill the palms down and take a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Side B. Extends the left heel high, 3 legs. Exhale to step on through runner's lunge, solid, firm. Turn the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot as if you're going to balance on a tightrope. Paddleboard, crawl the right fingertips forward and spiral open, warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities, 5 inhalations expand you, 5 exhalations revise you, deepen, straighten, sharpen. Turn the palm, reverse warrior. Stay for the exhale. Maintain the deep lunge, 90 degrees into the left knee. Breathe up, look north. And then exhale to rotate the palms back to 12, back to 6. Extended side angle. Birds and binds, do the things. Remember, friends, the ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. Side angles, 2 more breaths. 1. And then at the bottom of this breath, lift the arms back up to a T. Spiritus exhale, let it out. Then lengthen through the left knee. Shift the hips back, arms parallel. Setting back up for triangle. Clothesline the upper half forward and dial the palms. Vertical line. Two more breaths. And then at the bottom of this exhale, lift the palms back up to a T and spin the heels over here to the right, back to our 5 points. Friends, keep in mind that on certain segments, my right and left may be different from yours because I have to face the camera. Do not adjust your television sets. This time, let's go heels and toes out. And let's bring the hands together, happening in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, Skandasana. Into the right knee, rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Or anchor the elbow to the inside of the right ankle, pressing the palms firm lengthening from the crown through the tail, lifting the left toes, or perhaps you want to add aesthetic by taking the right fingertips and tenting them up and opening up to the left. Then from here, palms pressed down, press back up, 5 points. Raise the jazz. Hands back together, happening in tres, dos, uno. Breathe in. Exhale, skandasana toward the left. Drop the elbow. Or add aesthetic. And from here, palms pressed down, press back up, 5 points. Woo. All right, I'm gonna inhale, lift all the way up onto the toes. And on the exhale, lower the heels and lower the palms to the thighs. Sink low, look forward, breathe deep. Exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Stay, breathe, and deepen. And then at the bottom of this breath, return back to center, full deep body breath. And then exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over left. One more exhale, twist you even deeper, use the palm. At the bottom of this breath, return back to center. Seal the Gyan Mudra, index finger, thumbs, and then flex your might. Drop into goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown. Be the burn. Option to take organic movements. As long as you're connecting breath to movement, you're in that flow state. I don't know how to dance, even with flowy arms. Do your thing. I can't see you. Option to rise onto the left toes, no pressure, no hurry. Option to rise onto the right toes, no problem, no worry. Option to fan the flames of this phoenix over the crown, cross the forearms, breathe deep. Exhale, feathers down, heels high, hips low, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And then from here, carefully lower the heels to the earth, return all 10 toes forward, stay low. Over the palms, spread the wings. And then we hinge back open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Rotate the left heel to the front of the mat and drop into warrior 2. Rotate the palm, peaceful warrior. Exhale, last vinyasa for this exercise. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, it's already time to cool down. Tilt the hips back on this next inhale. Extend the right heel high, three-legged. Setting up for half pigeon. Exhale, draw the knee forward. Rest it behind the right wrist as you drape the torso over the thigh. Extend the left leg behind you, toes untucked. Palms and elbows inbound, find the center. And press up vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulders and make sure everything's straight. And on the exhale, walk the palms forward, resting pigeon to either the forearms or extend them completely. Give the third eye a rest. Three more breaths. And then when you're ready, you can begin to reanimate this pigeon. One feather, one quill at a time. Retreading the palms beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage. Tuck the left toes. Prepare. Then press up and extend the right heel back to space, three-legged. Bending the right knee, rotating the hip right over left. Organic movements here, clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise. If you have Wild Thing in your practice and want to flip your dog over the right palm and carefully turn the torso over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm, reaching forward, facing up. The left palm is your primary pillar of support. Know thyself. Then and only when you're ready to rotate back over, how many fibers can you activate? How much articulation can you express as you pass through this extended side plank, as you rotate into this three-legged down dog on an inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog, or get that bonus, logos, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Side B. Extends the left heel high, three legs for half pigeon. Breathe out, draw the knee forward behind the left wrist. Extend the right leg behind you. Palms and elbows inbound to the midline. Press up, vertical pigeon, glance right, and then go to sleep. Three more breaths. And then just as mindfully as you operated on the opposite side, begin to reanimate one strand by one by one. Replace the palms, tuck the right toes, then press up and extend the left heel back to space, three-legged. Bend the left knee, rotate the hip, left over right. Restorative actions. Stay here, or Kemet Karasana. Hover the left palm, then turn over. The right palm is where it is at. Only inhales, only exhales. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite? Combining a single breath. Inhale with one action. Exhale, downward facing dog or bonus logos. Shift the gaze forward, please. Step through to a seat. Legs come forward. Dandasana. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Open the petals of this lotus. Then reach up and grab for your dharma, which is your path. Breathe in. And exhale, a seated forward bend. Reach for the ankles, the lateral edges of both feet, or take the peace fingers to the big toes and flex yourself forward. A reminder, always keep awareness to the engagement of the navel. The deeper you can squeeze it in, the deeper engagement you're going to achieve. And then from here, you can carefully disengage. Let's bend the left knee and draw the heel and the calf to the base of the thigh. Real firm squeeze here, right? Then we're going to extend this left heel over the right thigh. Keep it snug. Then lean to the right as you fold the right leg back under, reestablishing the base. And then the left fingertips or palm are going to plant at the base as you reach up with the right palm. Look up, breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left, anchor the right elbow to the outside of the left knee for half Lord of the Fishes. Each inhale lengthening through the vertebra. Each exhale deepening. Three more breaths. And then at the bottom of this breath, you can rotate back towards center, uncross the legs, extend them forward, give a shake if necessary. And then bend into the right knee and draw the heel against the thigh. Easy squeeze. Then extend the right heel over the left thigh. Lean to the left, fold the left leg under. Find the base, right fingertips plant, and reach up and look up. Squeeze the navel in. Exhale, twist to the right. Three more breaths. And then when you're ready, rotate back towards center. Uncross the legs, extend them forward. Woo. Let's take Baddha Konasana, which is butterfly. Draw the soles of the feet together. Reach for the pinky edges, draw the heels toward the root. You could squeeze everything firm in the center and sit up tall, or you can turn this into a forward lean, shrugging the shoulders, pressing the elbows into the calves. And then from here, you can draw the knees back and extend the legs forward and back to staff. Hover the palms. We're going to carefully, slowly make our way onto the shoulder blades. Press through the heels, big toes together to touch. Keep the arms long, and on this inhale, we're going legs back up the wall pose. Little inversion here before we close out, just to move some fresh blood around. Stay here, or if you have an inversion shoulder stand in your practice, you can press up, reaching for the base of the hips, extending the legs north, point the toes, distribute evenly along the elbows, triceps, shoulders, neck stays long. I'm probably smushing my mic right now. Stay here, or if you have halasana, plow in your practice, squeeze the core and send the toes up over the brow. Compressing the throat chakra. And then when you're ready, you can carefully bend the knees to the ears and unravel the spine one vertebra at a time. Replant the soles, re-extend the palms, along the side body. Longest finger reaches the heels, which is hip width distance apart, setting up for a bridge, Setu Bandhasana. First by exhaling any remaining wind from the lungs, and then inhale to extend the hips upward for bridge. Press firmly into the palms, lift the hips. Keep the chin away from the chest, or option to take the bind, interlacing the fingers, press the palms, extend, tucking in one shoulder, and then it's opposite, rising and sinking. Two more breaths. Then if you still have the bind, be kind, rewind and lower the spine. All right, friends. We can take bridge again, or if you are ready for relaxation, take Supta Baddha Konasana, which is reclined butterfly. Draw the soles of the feet together, drag the heels toward the root, let the knees fall, left hand heart, right hand belly. Or if you still have some fuel left in the tank and you want to practice one more back bend, I can cue for wheel, which is Urdhva Dhanurasana, or take bridge again, or chill. So wheel goes like this. The soles are in the same position as bridge. And we're going to plant the palms beside each ear. Elbows come up, shoulder width distance apart. We're exhaling first, and then inhale to extend the hips up. And then from here, you can lift up onto the crown. Option to reconnect the crown, or extend the hips up and arms completely into wheel. Try to avoid keeping going from heels in, toes out. That is the most common misalignment for the underinitiated. Only inhales, only exhales. And then only when you're ready to come down, carefully tuck the chin and lower the shoulders and unravel the spine, one vertebra at a time. Draw the knees into the heart. Give yourself a firm squeeze. Reaching across the shins for opposite elbows like a tiny little package. If you want to take happy baby, reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet, soles upward facing, body sinking, surrendering, dissipating, disappearing into that long forgotten space, free of all care. This is the final posture with cues for this exercise. If there's something I didn't think of, go for it here. Otherwise, when you're ready, you may fan and expand open into your final relaxation, extending the arms and legs the length of the mat, heels to the corners. Allow the toes to fall. Leave the palms open to receive. Keep the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose, Shavasana. As we complete the cycle for our practice, it begins again with this next inhale, the first inhale into the brave new Nowosphere, the space where life is only ever lived. Send us awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows, passing through the throat chakra. Send this awareness into the third eye, the pineal gland, seat of intuition. Then reanimate by reaching the palms up beyond the crown, lengthening, point the toes, supine stretch. Easy, long good morning stretch. And then from here, bend into both knees, take the palms, align the knees, then roll over to the left side body. Then pressing back up to an easy seat as we conclude this practice the same way we began. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. Thank yourselves for stepping into radical action on this destinationless journey to become the greatest of all time at all the things only you are qualified to become. The longest, strongest, kindest, wisest, most forgiving, most patient, most generous version of yourself. Take this energy into your evening. My name is Daniel. Good karma. Namaste.